The program prepares students to become licensed clinicians.
Your goal is to become a licensed professional counselor.
At a bachelor's level, there's only so much you can do.
Every clinical program has to begin with a foundational philosophy.
Students have, of course, the foundational courses in client-centered theory.
I'm always falling back on client-centered therapy, always falling back on the techniques I learned in class.
It's a very optimistic approach to working with people.
It's really guiding a client towards finding their own insight into what they're struggling with and moving forward towards a meaningful life.
The way the classes work is very flexible, so you kind of create the program to fit what you need and your time.
Being a full-time mom, staying at home, I couldn't do full-time school during the day.
We have daytime classes, we have evening classes, and we have weekend classes.
We really make an effort to keep class size small, and that allows students to really interact with each other and interact with the teacher.
Typically the class sizes were between 6 and 10 students, which I absolutely loved.
The professors take time to invest in each student. They get to understand us, they get to know who we are.
Each student was allowed to have their own voice and have their own opinion towards a certain theory or a certain topic or a certain lecture.
Our goal is to make our students successful, and we work very hard to make that happen.
They weren't just teaching you from the books. They know this, they've lived it, and they are still living it.
Typically, students are able to make it through the program in 2 years.
Because we are not a tracked program, students will find themselves in a classroom with a student ready to graduate, or a student that's brand new, or a student that's midway in the program. And there's such a rich cross-fertilization of experience and perspective.
By the time you graduate, you're actually able to take the first test that allows you to become a licensed clinical professional counselor.
We are able to host the NCE, or the National Counselor Exam, here at the school. Somewhere between 95 and 97% of our students who take that test with us pass the test, which is remarkable. And not only do they pass the test, but they exceed the national average scores.
You actually get to practice being a therapist, not just learning what you should do or answering the questions right, because anyone can answer the questions right. It's a matter of, can you actually do it in person?
Even when I started my internship, they said, oh, you're from Benedictine. We've had other students from Benedictine and they've been really great.
That experience in the internship really solidifies and coalesces their professional identity.
Benedictine students have a great reputation.
We give them an opportunity to be inspired, and they often are.